It was one of those days where my hair's fucked up, and it's fucking with my whole entire life. I think I'm just gonna shave my head.
Perfect. Do it.
I did that shit when I was like 2010.
Why is your hair messing up your day?
Because I'm a very particular man, and very particular with things on my body. My hair is one of them, and I don't like that I'm particularly like that, but it's just, it is the way it is. And so if like I get down to the minutia with my hair. So if there's a hair out of place, I notice it and I have to fix it. And if it fixes in it, but it messes up in the process of me fixing it, it irritates me. You don't have that problem because you don't have hair. And even when you didn't care that much, like me. I know people cared about different things, you know, but that's something that will irritate me. Even though no one will notice it. No one will notice if a hair is out of place. No one will notice if my hair looks even remotely different, you know.
I think it looks the same.
I know. Yeah. Well,
you know.
Anyway, what's up with you, bro?
Not a whole lot, man. Just doing the damn thing, you know. I'm just moving forward, you know. Diet changed on Sunday. So a little bit less carbs, a little more fats, and, you know, just kind of keeping moving, you know, keeping trucking, you know. Training's getting a little bit more, you know, harder, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Because the fucking energy's going down.
Because my energy is going down, yes. But, you know, this is the time that we fight through. And I, like, had that thought on Saturday, right? Because I'm getting, like, a lot of attention and a lot of, you know, because of the way I look. And I'm like, am I good? Like, am I good? Like, I don't necessarily need to compete because, like, I feel like I'm, like, you know, look good for TV and I have that TV body now. Like, do I really need to compete? And, like, I was like, no, that's just you being a bitch. That's just you that's just you looking for an easy way out.
You're right, exactly.
So I'm like, nope, you're gonna bring your best to stage, you're gonna bring your best, and you're gonna go through. Even if you only do one show, you're going to do one. You're going to get through it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got, 6.5 weeks, you know, so short timing, you know, so it's all good, you know?
Yeah, it's your brain's way of trying to opt out because it knows the process. It thinks it knows the process coming up.
Yeah.
It can only extrapolate what it might be based on what it is currently. And it's just like, nah, let's go the other way. You know?
Yeah. And that was just like when I was at TV, I had a lot of people come up to me and tell me that I had, you know, that TV body you look like you look like you've been.
That's crazy. I get that everywhere I go.
No, you don't.
Oh, absolutely.
No way, shape.
Oh, but it's not even my body. It's my face and my body. It's everything. It's the energy I fucking emit. It's everything.
Bro, get out of here with that noise.
Okay, tell me what you were gonna try to. Tell me how you were gonna try to bury me right now.
I wasn't gonna try to bury you.
You had that, bro, and then you're gonna give me a piece of your mind. So what is that piece of your mind right now you're gonna give me?
I want to know what adversities you've been through.
What does that mean? How is that relevant to the conversation?
Wait. Don't cut me off and I'll fucking tell you.
Audience, I want you to take note. Right now, you're noticing in real time what I prophesied over Sledge, that he was going to become more edgy, he was going to have more of an attitude, and there was going to be breaking points in him, and you're noticing it right now unfold. Go ahead.
I'm allowed to be emotion. You know, it's okay.
No, you're not. You're a man. Don't be emotional.
No, fuck that. Men are allowed to have emotions.
Yeah, but they suppress them, which is what makes us men.
Fuck that.
Yeah, because if we fed into our emotions every day, we wouldn't get shit done, bro.
No, fuck that, dude.
Okay.
Like, straight out.
You're not right.
I am right.
No, you're not.
Yes,
no, you're not right in the head right now.
No,
as well
I am
as you
right
could
in the
be.
head.
No, you're not, because you are deficient, bro. You're deficient in macronutrients. You're deficient in calories in general. You can't argue with me on this point here.
I can argue with you on whatever the fuck I want to argue with you on.
Okay, go ahead. Argue with me.
Because honestly, dude, you've never been through adversity.
Okay, you don't know my life. How the fuck dare you say that shit? You don't know anything I've fucking been through, bro. You know me current day. You don't know me outside of this.
Yeah.
So then don't fucking talk shit. Don't talk. I don't know. Let's fucking have. Let's have a week for me to dispense everything I've fucking been through, bro. You see the current day Justin.
Yeah.
You don't see what I've been through fucking 10 years ago. You don't know my life. You don't know my personal life.
I've been through.
Bro, I'm not jabbing at your past though. You're starting to fucking jab my past like you think you have a fucking clue. You don't have a clue.
Okay. And I'm the emotional one.
You don't have a clue, bro. No, I'm passionate. There's a difference. I'm not talking about, I'm not calling in my emotions. I'm being passionate about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how dare you fucking try to talk about my past like you know.
Okay.
You don't know anything.
Then tell me.
We don't have enough time. It's an hour podcast.
We could go as long as you want. Tell me.
Look, bro.
Tell me.
Let me calm down.
Tell me.
Okay, ask me a question. What do you want to know? Before you jump the gun, and just because of how I look and how I portray an image to you current day, like you think you know, bro.
Like you fucking you act sometimes like you're just so much fucking better, and it's like,
really?
Fuck, dude.
Let's go back in the tape and let's talk about how you are just being a little bit blovious in terms of what you're saying about yourself. And I let you have it because you went from fat to fucking lean. And I get it. Your confidence is gonna climb, and I allow that, bro. It's cool. Hey, I get it.
I'm so glad you allow it. Like you're the fucking
because I could cap on you. I could cap on you, but I don't.
On me.
Well, I don't, dude.
Cap on me. Go for it.
Well, we're past that. But I'm talking about the fact that you talk this way in the beginning. I let it fucking go. Just whatever. He's on this different climb. He thinks he's come. Look, I've seen a lot of fucking fat asses get lean and then they think they're the shit. Okay? There's a lot more to it than a body.
I don't think I'm the shit any way, shape, and form, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Is I don't think I'm the shit. I don't walk around and think I'm the fucking shit. I don't walk around and think I'm fucking holier than fucking all holy.
Neither do I.
You know,
I've
never had.
I was just bantering with you, bro. I was just meeting your energy, and then you start to ask me what I've been through. Like that's even relevant to the conversation.
You know, I've never walked around and even on this podcast, any way, shape, and form, made myself feel like I'm this almighty holier than holy, and I'm this fucking.
Nobody's saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that, and I'm not alluding to that.
You know, it's one of those things, man, where it's just like sometimes it's just like, my head. Straight out, dude, my head. You know, like I don't get, you know, that men aren't allowed to show their emotions. Like what the fuck? Men are allowed to show their emotions.
You believe. I believe opposite. That's fine.
You know, everybody's allowed to have emotions, man. We're fucking human beings.
Okay, but that's not how shit gets done.
It is how shit gets done.
Okay. How about you study history, bro? How about you study history and the men of history? You don't think that they were obviously human. You don't think that they were getting emotional at times? No, well, of course, but they suppressed it and they still completed the task.
What's the task?
Becoming something. Let's go back to the days that you were not anything as a wrestler and you were trying to prove yourself. Well, if you were in your emotions, I would argue you wouldn't have made it at all. But because you suppressed shit and you acted on different constructs like discipline and persevering through your adversities, you became something.
Dude, I have emotions and I'm still emotional because I wear my heart on my fucking sleeve. I don't suppress it because that's what fucking men are supposed to do. Okay. Like, fuck that.
All right, dude. If that's what you believe, fine. That's fine. We can agree to disagree.
You know, people are allowed to fucking have emotions and still get tasks done. It's fucking how it is, man. If you tell people to suppress their fucking shit for so fucking long, sooner or later they're going to fucking explode. And when they go and they fucking explode, sooner or later that's going to lead sometimes to fucking suicide.
Okay. Well, that means they have no fucking pursuit in life if they're going to off themselves.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
What do you think it is, man? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? If someone's going to do something like that?
You don't think that you don't think that some people deal with just such fucking heartache that sometimes they need to fucking talk about their fucking emotions?
Yeah. I do believe that. And there's people for that. You talk to people for that.
But that's expressing your emotions. You're not supposed to, right? Because that's not supposed to be. You're supposed to get to the task.
Acting on your emotions and having them prohibit you from doing certain things. That can happen. That can happen, dude.
You know
the reason why females do not run the workforce? Do you know the reason for that? Because they quit when shit gets tough.
Bro.
They quit when shit gets tough, and that's a fucking fact.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of females out there that are CEOs and shit like that. And we've had this conversation. We're
the
in a
minority
we're
does
in a
not
different
prove
fucking
the fucking point, though.
Bro, we're not in the fucking 1980s anymore, bro. We're in 2020 fucking 3. Get your fucking mind right. Women,
I have my mind right.
Women are allowed
I'm not saying they're not allowed.
Women are allowed to have fucking good jobs. Women are allowed to fucking work fucking hard. And there's women out there that run companies better than fucking men do.
Who?
The fucking
Name
CEO
one.
from UPS.
Okay, name another.
I'm not
exactly, bro. How many other CEOs are there in the world that are male?
Just look it up.
Okay, bro. But what I'm telling you
is
that's the minority. You don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't over this one
That's
thing.
your fucking problem.
That's the minority.
No, that's your
fucking
problem.
We are operating in reality, which is the majority. Okay?
No,
you don't focus on the minority.
No, because. You see, you shut everything down because you feel like you have to be so fucking right.
This is the reality of it.
It's not reality.
It's the majority rules.
It's not reality.
Okay. Do you know why they have
There's women that fucking own the NFL teams, bro.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Who owns the NFL team? That's a female.
There's a woman. There's women.
One woman. Okay, great. Cool, Sledge. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you know why they make mouse cursors for right-handed people?
I've never thought of that.
Okay, because there are predominantly right-handed people in the world.
Okay.
Just because there are left-handed people doesn't mean that they're going to start making mouses for left-handed people. Because the right hand is dominant over all the people in the world. It's the majority hand. That's why they make mouse cursors that are fitting for the right hand. Because the majority of people are right-handed. That's just one illustration.
What the fuck does that have to do
I'm
with
talking about majority rules in everything. The minority is not the exception to the rule. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, your mind is so fucking twisted, bro. It's ridiculous.
Okay, or you are jaded.
I'm not jaded at all.
Okay. Or you're just naive. I don't know. One of the two.
No, fuck.
But we can have our difference of opinion. Let's move on, because we're not going to get anywhere with this conversation. I'm sure the listeners do not want to continue listening to this. So let's take it back and let's say, okay, at the end of the day, we have a podcast. You and I are friends. We have differing opinions, which is the fucking description of the podcast. It's fine. I am okay with it. I hope you're okay with it. It's something that we can move past. So let's talk about something that we both enjoy, which is lifting, which is the process you're going through right now with bodybuilding, with getting to the stage. I mean, dude, we don't have to agree on everything. It's fine. But let's not make that the narrative of this podcast.
For
you know
sure.
what I mean? Because at the end of the day, bro, you're a human, I'm a human.
Yeah.
I have love for you, dude. I know the process you're going through, bro. I know it's fucking tough. And I know that even though you don't want to concede to it, all the mental faculties are not there. They're not there. You're not, okay, so I had a load of pizza and donuts and fucking ice cream on Sunday. What'd you have, dude?
I just stuck to my meals.
Exactly. I have so many calories in me and with so many micronutrients coming from those calories, even though they're shit. But that's fueling my brain power, man. And I'm able to think more clearly than you are. And the reason why I say that is not to put you down. I've been there, man. So I know what you're going through. And I'm not trying to be disparaging on you. I'm telling you, dude, I feel you. I know what you're going through. And you should just accept that, because and it's going to get worse.
I know.
It's going to get worse, and it's going to get more arduous. The process of training is become more arduous, and you're going to want to, dude, you have these thoughts right now at 6-7 weeks out. You're going to fucking have them for sure 2 weeks out. You'll be like, dude, what am I doing this for, bro? I already look the way I want to look. I look better than I set out to look for, and I don't need to compete. I don't need to go through peak week. I don't need to, but those are those things that your brain is telling you, because it doesn't want you to continue this quest, because it's hard.
I think one of the biggest things is right now is I'm just sitting around. I don't want to say I'm sitting around because I'm still doing work and shit like that, but I'm not on the road. I don't have anything to take my mind off shit. And that doesn't happen until next week. finally, like I go, to Vegas next week, and I get a refeed next week, and
those are the only things you're looking forward to.
That's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
The refeed is really what you're looking forward to, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to Vegas. I get that, it's gonna be good. I have a good feeling. I know God's got me right now. I really do, and I know that's probably really weird to say, but like I just know God has me right now, and I just gotta just stay focused and just keep moving forward. And these next, I don't know, probably 7 days, 8 days, 7, 8, maybe 9, thinking about it, are gonna be pretty strenuous on me, just because like I'm just going to be at home. I'm not on the road. I'm not, so on and so forth. And then I hit the road next Thursday. So I hit the road, and then I'm gone for the weekend. Then I come home, do the podcast, and I'm gone again. And then it's like my schedule stays pretty consistent until the last 2 weeks. So it's like right now I don't have anything going on. So my brain is just going, it's like mush, and until I get to where, the next couple weeks, and then I'll be good, and then I'll just be 2 weeks out, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll probably be back in the same spot that I'm in right now.
What's gonna happen? Have you thought about after the show? What are you gonna do, or what your mindset might be like, or what your plans are?
We'll eat.
Yeah, but after that day or two.
Just stay right on the plan. See what my coach wants to do, and stick right on the meal plan, and whatever he writes out, and so on and so forth. So, if next weekend's gonna say a lot. Next weekend's gonna say a lot, and I'm not gonna dispute what I'm gonna be doing. But if everything goes right, then I have to stay a certain way and look a certain way for the next foreseeable future. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to stay on the course, which I have some YouTube videos in my head and so on and so forth that I want to do, and but I'll have like a cheat meal once a week, and so on and so forth. So get that back in the regimen, and get some more calories in me and all that, because my calories are pretty low right now.
What are they at?
I'm guessing probably around 18, if that.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit low. Maybe a little bit higher.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm guessing. So, I ate before you came.
That didn't do anything.
Did a little bit. I did a little bit. I've noticed that fresh jalapeno is my jam. I'm loving some fresh jalapeno. I'm putting that in every meal right now. Fresh jalapeno.
It's hot jalapeno?
I don't think I don't. I have a very high spice tolerance. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love hot food. I love spicy food. So I got a 5-pound bag. 5 pounds is a lot. I didn't realize how much 5 pounds was of jalapenos. That's a lot of jalapeno. And I've been cutting them up and just putting them in like a Tupperware, and then putting 2 like tablespoons in with my food. It also helps with like your metabolism, like boosts your metabolism. It also helps with your digestion and all that other fun stuff. And it's like 0 calories. And then my coach told me, he's like, I know your pumps are bullshit right now, right? He's like, have a pickle before you train.
Get that sodium.
Yeah, get that sodium, get that salt. And I did that today, and I felt pretty good. Well, I did chest today. I'm gonna do legs tomorrow. And just keep training, just keep pushing, keep training. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my lifts are absolute shit right now. Just absolute shit. But we're grinding, we're getting there,
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't make it, because they can't put up with the shit that comes with the end product. The end product of looking your best, and they can't put up with it to get there. Can't put up with the shit to get there.
It's just tiring. It's exhausting. It's very exhausting, and you know that. It's exhausting. I I want a Reese's peanut butter cup right now. Like I would love to have a Reese's fast break right now and fucking some nachos.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a fucking plethora of them on Sunday, and it's really not all it's cracked up to be, dude.
Bullshit.
I had
You can fucking lie to me straight to our face. Bullshit.
I had 5 before I trained Monday, and it was like, yeah, it was okay. It's not that, bro. You're not missing anything, dude. And when you go back to it, you're gonna be thinking, I'm done. I'm sick with this, you know. And then you'll have it sparingly, you know. But right now, like your stomach is, you know, what is that saying? Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, or something like that. You know, that's what's happening right now. And you think like everything looks good, you know, like even like a turkey sandwich would be good, you know.
Yeah. I was thinking earlier? I was like, I would never even actually eat that, but fuck, that sounds really good. Oh, cereal.
Oh, cereal's the best.
I'm not a cereal guy. I'm not a big like cereal guy because I don't like real wet food, you know. So like cereal with milk is like, meh. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, dude, like some fucking Fruity Pebbles right now, brother, would be fucking the shit.
Your cravings just go through the roof like a pregnant woman. You crave like weird things.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I remember when I was dieting, I would go to the grocery store and I would just walk down the aisles of and kind of mental note of things that I wanted after the show. I would do this like, you know, the last 2 or 3 weeks out, and I in between meals to stave off time, I'd walk in the grocery store and I'd just walk down the aisles and just like look at all this shit, dude.
So the day after the show, after your show, did you have like a huge cheat meal or like a cheat day to kind of like get, you know, just eat whatever the fuck you wanted to eat? Because I hear that you could get really sick from that.
I mean, I didn't, but I would eat. My stomach and gut rather is pretty bulletproof for some reason, and I don't know how. I think it's genetic, but I don't really. I mean, I dieted for my first show 25 weeks, and after that show I went to Cheesecake Factory, and I had 3 entrees, I had 4 cheesecakes, I had appetizer, and I didn't get sick. I was fine. I was bloated like fucking all shit, but I woke up the next morning. I didn't want to have more shit food, so I kind of like had a light breakfast, and then I just grazed throughout the day on things that I was craving for weeks prior,
like cookies. And
like I remember getting like that shit. I remember also getting that Smuckers with the peanut butter and jelly inside.
Oh, yeah.
And I would spoonful that shit in my mouth every 10 minutes or whatever. Just because I was just eating the things that I couldn't eat for a long time, and then I went to dinner time and I whatever I wanted. But the point is also, you got to remember, you're kind of resetting your governor, your internal governor in terms of food and calories that you can really consume. Not even effectively, that doesn't make sense, but you're resetting your metabolic rate right now, and that's in contrast also resetting your governor in terms of like the hormones that are going to affect hunger, satiety hormones, hunger hormones, etc. And those things, you think like the eyes are bigger than the stomach. You think, I'm going to eat everything.
Right.
And you get to it and you can't even eat a third of what you wanted to eat, And then you're not wanting to eat like more shit the next day because you feel like a fat fuck.
Right.
And you don't want to go backwards. It's okay to go, you're going to go backwards, but not that backwards.
Right.
You're
still going to want like some healthy foods in the end.
Oh yeah, you actually end up craving healthy foods after the shit foods. Like I did, at least. I would crave like just eating chicken and rice again instead of the, shitty foods like a muffin, blueberry muffin or pancakes or whatever. I was like, nah, I want a protein shake, or I want regular chicken and rice. I don't want anything bad,
It's funny because like when I'm making my protein shake at night, and I'm like, Justin puts 2 heaping things of peanut butter in his, and I'm like, I'm putting a tablespoon in mine.
Oh man, I would say more than heaping. It's like I said, I think I want to say it's like 2/3 of a cup of peanut butter in my oatmeal. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. It's probably at least, I don't know. Well, what's a quarter cup is 3 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Okay, so like of egg, if we're doing egg whites,
Yeah.
3 tablespoons. This is for sure more than a half cup. It's for sure more than a half cup of peanut butter. So I want to say 2/3. So like maybe 8 tablespoons, 9 tablespoons.
Ooh. And he upped my fat, so I've been having peanut butter almost every meal, which has been kind of nice.
You heat it up?
No.
Oh, what'd you say?
No.
You eat it up.
I get peanut butter like almost every meal. One
Tablespoon?
Yeah, 1 tablespoon 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, yeah, 3 times a day. I just had it with this last meal, and I had it beforehand, and then I get it in my protein shake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 3, yeah. But then he lowered my carbs by, I'm having carbs in the morning, with my cream of rice. He took out the jelly. I'm like, you son of a bitch. So now it's just pineapple, cream of rice, egg white, and then 3 ounces of potato. No more 4. 3 ounces of potato, 6 ounces of fish, 6 ounces of asparagus, and then I add 2 tablespoons of jalapeno in there. And then next meal is 6 ounces of asparagus, 6 ounces of fish, 2 tablespoons of jalapeno, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And then I repeat meal 2 for meal 3, which I just had. So a little bit of 3 ounces of carbs. And then I'll have eggs with 6 ounces of asparagus, and I'll have my protein shake and call it a day.
Yeah, at this point it's just meal. That's all. You're just adding to the archive.
That's it.
1 meal, meal 2, meal 3, and then do it all over again. And that's what you have to look forward to until day of the show.
And I woke up super hungry this morning. Super hungry. I actually slept in on Sunday, which I was really shocked about because I never really sleep in. Slept until about 6:30. I was like, whoa. I guess my body really needed it. Like my body was like,
yeah, you
need to shut the fuck down for a little bit. Because last week was so long. Because we did the pod on Saturday. I was up for 22 hours for I went and did television, drove back, got home at 2 or 3 in the morning, and my body is up at 4, so I only got a couple hours of sleep. My body was like, get up, go train. So I ate, went and trained, and then I went and I did some other business. So I was just dragging for days trying to catch up. And finally my body shut the fuck down on Saturday. It was just after legs, it was just you're done.
Yeah.
So went and did legs, and then did some YouTube stuff, and got the vlog out, scheduled everything for the vlogs, and then pretty much just chilled the rest of the day, and then went to bed fairly early, went to church, did my first communion at church, which was really cool. Felt
good for you.
I felt good, man. That lightning bolt hit me again. When I told you originally about me going to church, and when I was driving, that lightning bolt kind of hit me. It was like, hey, you need to start going to church. That lightning bolt hit me again and made me feel like I was in the right spot where I needed to be at that present time.
Why was it? Why'd you feel ignited to go to church again?
I was driving, man, and I was just driving and just thinking, and something just kind of hit me. It was you need to start going to church. You need to bring Jesus Christ into your life. You need to realize that there's a higher power, and started going to church. And then they brought communion around the first time, and I just wasn't quite ready yet. I didn't know if I was ready. I didn't know if I was there. And then communion came around again, and I was like, you know what, I'm there. There is a higher power. I submit to this. And my life's been good ever since, man. God's good, bro.
Yeah. Well, I was baptized. No, I was saved when I was 16. And have you been saved yet? Have you asked Christ in your life?
Yes.
I'm assuming. Okay.
Yes.
You go to Christian church, right? I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was saved at 16. Got a Bible. Got everything. It was my best friend's mom that really kind of led me to it. And at 6, when you first I've had those same feelings. Like I understand exactly what you're talking about. And what I'm trying to get, I'll give you the short version because I don't want to, there's no point in going around beating around the bush here. Life's still going to be fucking rough.
Oh, yeah.
It's still going to be tough. And just because things are good right now, I don't want you necessarily to just attribute it to God, because it's not just God. It's a lot of God, but it's also a lot of the way things are aligning in terms of things that we can't even really describe. We can't really describe. Like there are things about reality that are unprecedented and we don't understand quite fully yet. And so there's even really big debates if God even exists, if that's even a thing, that's even a real thing, or were these all stories and folklore of, do we even know Jesus existed? We don't really know, I don't believe, that Jesus really existed. So I guess I'm playing devil's advocate because I am a Christian and I do believe in God. However, it is life is shit wall to wall most of the time, and you have that 10% that's good. The 90% is shit, and there's like 10% that's good. I mean, it's an arbitrary percentage I'm placing on it, but I mean, let's look at historically speaking here, your life, my life, etc. Like, it's not all good. And so, but then there are times where we start to attribute things or attach things to certain things that's going on in our life. Like, oh, it must be because of this. Must be because of this. And because God is such a good and sovereign entity and all powerful, all loving, we think, well, it must be God. It must be God. And I mean, or is it God? Or I guess it's a question for you. Is it God, or is it you just aligning your morals more respectively in the navigation of your life?
It's probably both.
And because of that, because you're thinking more clearly now, more positively, you're attracting more of those things in your life. And as a result, you have a more of a sturdy foundation to walk on.
It's probably both. I'm guessing both. Yeah, probably both,
I remember when pastors I would go to church a lot, and the pastors would say, and even friends like I had that were Christian, they would say, just know that if, you're going through shit right now, it's only because the enemy sees the potential in you and he wants to strip you of that. And because he doesn't want you to bring other people to God. He doesn't want you to be a light. He doesn't want you to be an influence. And so he's going to try to dismay you and rather, put you down and frustrate you and make you go a different direction, because if you keep going in this path, well, you're going to affect multiple people, and you're going to bring multiple people to God, because they're going to ask how you did it. They're going to ask what your foundation was, and then when you tell them, that's going to be point for God, no point for the enemy. You know what I mean? And so that's what they would say. Well, just know that because now you're relevant, the enemy, because you're become a Christian, you're relevant now. The enemy now sees you as a threat. So he's going to try to fucking bury you any way he can. And he does it in a very manipulative fashion. He's very keen, and he's very conniving. And so you're going to see this like, whoa, gosh, I'm just getting fucking, jabs and punches thrown at me left and right. And it's like, but that's because the enemy sees you as a threat. Mm-hmm. You got to keep going. You know what I mean? Is it that? But here's what I'm here to say, or ask rather. Is it that, or is it just life? Is that just the way cards are dealt in life? Is it just that, or is it like, do we have to put a story to it? Do we have to put a devil and an angel to it?
No, you don't necessarily have to. You can. It's crazy because you could spin life however you want to spin life. You can spin it however you want to spin it. Whether your life's going good and it's because of God, or it's going good because you're aligning the stars right, or whatever it is. It's whatever it's whatever you feel deep down is right for you. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Is that and I feel that my life is going good because I've done a lot of positive reinforcement in my life and I keep adding to it. I keep adding different layers of reinforcement to my life. Does that make sense? You know, I'm trying to think of like different reinforcements as in like, I guess different bodies of armor, I guess would be the best way to put it, you know, to make me a better person, make me a better human being, and make me all around better to the outside world and the inside and inside me. Does that make sense?
You're setting standards.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. That was a long way around to get to that, but yes, I'm setting standards. Yeah.
Well, and you're doing your best to meet those standards and or surpass those standards.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the influence that more people need. They need more people like that in the world that they can look to as leads or guides for their own self, because a lot of people do not set standards for their own self, and even if they do, I mean, if there's nothing living on that standard to meet, they'll more often than not let themselves down and not meet it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you can't not do this show, because if you don't, you're gonna fail yourself. That's obviously gonna turn into a weakness, and you're gonna always and forever think, dude, I just had like so many more days left, and I could have just done it. And so I guess what I'm saying based on that is don't negotiate with your brain, because your brain will tell you, you know, you don't need this. Look at this over here. This is more important. This is what you want over here. It doesn't fucking matter. It's the goalpost that you moved way out in the fucking middle of bumfuck that you have to meet.
Yep.
And you have to get there. And once you just get there and show face and tap the fucking goalpost, great. Done. Mark it off your list. But if you don't meet it, I promise you that negotiating you did with your brain, thinking that like, oh man, I can just weasel around. This is not a big deal. No, plus it's all about me anyways, and this is what I really want over here, wrestling and everything. And if I'm good enough for wrestling, well, fuck everything else. It's like, no, you set a standard, and if you don't meet that standard, you failed, and that's a problem. And you should never fucking fail yourself.
No, and I don't plan on failing.
Yeah,
I don't plan on failing any way, shape, or form. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how just unpumpable, I guess would be the best way to put it. I'm going to see this fucking thing through, because I need to do it for myself, and I need to do it mentally, physically, and emotionally for myself, because I've been always wanting to do this since I knew what bodybuilding was. And I've seen so many people get to this point 6 weeks out, 7 weeks out, 4 weeks out, and then not be able to go through with it because of whatever they have going on. And I don't want to be another statistic.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
And I want to go through with it. Even if I don't place well, I still got on that stage, and I still did my fucking thing, and I still own that shit. And that's
all that matters, dude. Because, I mean, the reality is you're not trying to become a pro bodybuilder here. You want to show yourself what you have. You want to show yourself what you're made of. And that's the process that's tethered to the stage itself. It's not really, I mean, it's a bonus if you do well, but it's not everything, you know? Yeah, you know, the pump thing is an issue. Just put a sweater on. That's what I did. Put a sweater on. And I just realized, okay, these are low carb weeks, these are low carb days, etc. Not gonna have a good pump, even with all the fucking sodium in the world. Whatever.
Yeah.
Put a sweater on. Fuck it.
You know what, dude? I've been starting to train with just a sweater on, just because I'm cold all the time.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man, I am cold all the time. It's ridiculous how cold I am. But fuck, man, I look like a goddamn superhero right now, and I'm just gonna look even better. It's gonna be great. So, you know,
I gotta clip that part.
That look like a superhero?
I gotta tell the back end to clip that part.
Yeah, tell the back end. Yeah, was it Jamie?
Tell the Jamie to clip that part.
The Jella Jamie?
Yeah.
You know? How do you feel about sugar-free Jell-O?
It's fine. moderation, I guess. It's just sweetener, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people do that when they're dieting. They do Jello like a little for a sugar fix or whatever at the end of the night. Little things like that aren't going to make or break you, you know. And whether they be, you know, 10, 15 calories, whatever it is, it's like all of that is very untraceable in terms of, you know, 15 calories here, 10 calories there. Well, you walked up your steps 2 more times today that you wouldn't have maybe the last Tuesday. So it's like, you know, you went, you did a couple of errands that you wouldn't have otherwise done.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, well, that's expended at least maybe 60, 70 calories, maybe 100, maybe 150, maybe 200. I don't fucking know. It's all very, very minutia. You know, it's part of the minutia. And it's like, can that make or break you? I guess. But it's so fucking tedious. It's like, it's just almost unnecessary to look at that like it's going to hurt you. Like if a 10-calorie energy drink or something, it's like, you also got to remember that the more energy you put in, the more energy you're going to expel out.
Yeah.
So if you were to have, I'm not advocating you going to go off plan. I'm just saying, like, if you remember this, if you have a refeed, you automatically, your brain like wants to do more.
Yes.
You feel more productive.
Yes.
Well, okay, because you put energy in, and you're going to expend more energy out as a byproduct of that. So what you harbor or what sticks to you, is it, you know, net, is it really a positive, or is it almost like right within neutral?
Kind of
equals out.
Yeah.
Possibly, depending on how much you eat, right? And how much you do after that. But I'm just saying, like, don't get hung up on the little bullshit like that, because it's really not going to make or break you, I would imagine. Because like I said, there are days you walk up and down these stairs more than other days.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I mean? So, okay, well,
and
that's
I got a lot of stairs in my house, and you know that.
Yeah, so that's calories out.
Yeah.
Or you're expending calories. Oh, okay, so I mean, yeah, the little things like that, bro. If you want it, it's unless you're trying to keep exactly the plan. And this is how I was. I've obviously grown a lot since my bodybuilding days, but at the same time, I understand the weakness that's in play if you do go off plan. That's what I would advocate against. So whatever your plan is, that's what I stick to. That's what I would have stick to, and that's what I would advocate you do. Even if it's like, if you want the Jello, ask your coach, hey man, you know, is this you? Because once you get the go ahead from him, you'll feel better psychologically about it. And the fact that he'll put it on the plan, and you'll be like, okay, cool, you know? Apart from that, don't deviate. Even if it's nothing, you know, like a 10, 15 calorie Jello shot, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, like sugar-free Jello. I don't know, it just helps with the sweet cravings.
Yeah.
And like, I have a huge sweet tooth, and it's just like...
Yeah. Well, you're kind of getting some of that fixed with the protein shake.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of it with the protein shake. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty, it's all right. You know? It's fine. You know, I got
the way it has to be.
Cookies and cream.
Oh, good. This is the way it has to be, man.
You know, I'm doing like half cookies and cream, half like fruit cereal.
I used to do that. I used to conjoin proteins, because you're just trying to do your best at staving off not, you know, binging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys that even as you think from their credentials and from their past that they're bulletproof in their mind, they break. And you almost think like, and I've heard stories about these pros. These are pros here. They break, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, you caved? This is your whole fucking livelihood. Like, you're a pussy, dude. You can't even fucking follow the plan. And so I think that's a first thought. I think that. And then I think the brain, it's the brain. The brain controls everything. And you have to, this is going to sound stupid, but you have to overturn your thoughts in some facet, somehow, whatever that means, you have to, it's almost like you have to separate your brain from you. That's how you can't do that. I'm just trying to build an illustration here, though. You have to have governship.
Bro, I got shit fucking stacked around this house, bro, that like just stashed. That I out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like
I threw my shit away. I threw it away.
Like Girl Scout cookies.
Right.
Stashed.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do what you have to do, man.
You know, these things help a lot, though. These fucking little water gimmicks help a lot, you know, just because it helps out, like pineapple helps with like the sweetness, you know, the you know, what the fuck, dude?
I'm telling you, you got to put a stevia in there or something.
I
try it.
What the fuck? Shut up. Wait, is that my coach? No. Oh, I was like, oh shit, my coach is calling me. He probably heard me talking about Jello.
You got to put a stevia in there or something. Just try it. See if you like it, man, because it'll make you look forward to it even more. Ooh. And that might be the Jello thing. Might take place of the Jello thing.
Maybe. Now I kind of want some Jello.
I'm going to have pizza tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what are you doing tonight?
Have pizza and ice cream.
Good for you, man.
No, we're gonna go to Santa Barbara. There's this place that has Chicago style deep dish pizza.
Well, don't send me a picture.
It is okay. You're gonna want to see it.
Okay, send me a picture.
And it's fucking so cheesy, and then it's just it's a real traditional style Chicago pizza. I forgot the name of Santa Barbara, that place in Santa Barbara, else I blast them on here. But we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna walk down to McConnell's, get some ice cream, and then get a coffee at Coffee Bean. Like maybe a sweet one.
You stay the night out there?
No. We'll come back, dude. I got to work tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
But normally I wouldn't do anything. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna affect me.
Nope.
I'm still gonna be fucking this Greek god.
Just end it there. Just end it.
I gotta match your energy, dude. I have to match your energy.
There. Just take me now. No.
Listen, I want to. Okay, so I have been meaning to say this for the listeners. Please pay attention to me. If you've made it this far in the podcast and you've listened to multiple podcasts, we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
But please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment for the algorithm, and show us your love and support that way.
Absolutely.
We love the fact that you're paying attention to us, because why the fuck would you do that anyway? But the fact that you are, we love it, and we're so grateful and appreciative of it. Please do us a solid of subscribing to the channel on YouTube and Spotify, and giving us just a little comment on YouTube, liking the video. You don't know how much that helps us to be seen by other people and helps us to grow our audience. It's not just, it doesn't go unnoticed in terms of the YouTube algorithm. It really helps us.
It does.
So please do that for us. And we appreciate you. And that's it. Beauty and Brawn!
Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, my Lanta.